somehow a fake account of her was made on Instagram.
That's their heaps. They're happening heaps.
Yeah, right. But she wasn't notified about this until she was drunk. So someone inboxed her and she's like, "Hey, is this you?" Mate, I don't know the jargon that came out of her mouth. So reply, it's like, "No, not me, but subscribe anyway. Cheers, XX." And I'm like, what have you done?
What?
And all that. Heaps of people are reporting that this account's obviously fake. So I know she wouldn't. The guy's party that we were out for, it shows, because you know how it always says like followed by? It's followed by him on both of his accounts.
No. It is Morokai to us. We're back on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. Do you know that intro now is just second nature?
It really is, and you're firing it away perfectly.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
No stuffing up, no stumbles. It's just centimetre perfect.
What a way to start a podcast. Nothing but love.
Yeah, mate, it's just about the good vibes today.
That's it.
It's just about those good vibes. I actually wanted to talk about, though, on the pod. So I went out on Friday night.
Yeah, you can open up to me, mate.
So I think I am. I think
just
I will.
Tell me.
So, yeah, went out on Friday night and...
Because I'm here for you. Like, just let me know.
I really appreciate it. So, yeah, went out on the Friday night and it was actually for a mate's party. We're heading into the city.
Like, if it's money, I've got you. Thanks. No, I'll let you go.
So, yeah, was going out Friday night to the city. We're having pre-drinks and all that. It was just at his, and I don't know about you, but like I really enjoy good pre-drinks before I go out.
Sometimes it's a better part of the night,
and that's what I'm saying. Like pre-drinks can sometimes, 9 times out of 10, make or break your night. I feel if those good vibes are good in the pre's, I feel like the night out's usually pretty good.
Yep,
and all that. But my issue that I had is with these pre-drinks. I like to think pre's maybe 6 o'clock till sort of like 8-ish, especially if then we're going into the city from where we live, because it's sort of like a 50-minute trip.
Yep.
And so you don't want to be getting into the city too late. The pre-drinks I went till about 9:30 on the Friday. I wasn't in the city till like 20 past 10.
Depending on the bunch too, you can get a bit too rowdy and then you get a bit too drunk.
This is what was happening with the bunch that I was with. The more the girls of the group were getting pretty drunk.
Why go wasted?
Yeah, to the point where one of them, as soon as we got to the city, pretty much went back home.
Oh,
so that's what I mean,
really?
right? Like it's sort of a waste of like you've just ruined your own night.
Real quick, we've spoken about this before on the podcast.
We have.
Did any of the gentlemen have to accompany her home?
So the boyfriend actually stayed out.
We have spoken about this. How it's like that's a dick move.
And I was like, it's sort of a dick move, but then at the same time, I think I can understand the boyfriend's perspective because
I can understand
his partner does this quite a lot.
Yep.
Like it will start as just a couple of like Ruskies, a couple of Smirnoff Ices. And then it always ends with vodka shots and or tequila shots. And by about that, as soon as she breaks out the shots, I'm always like, oh, you're not making it out tonight.
Yep.
You're not. Which then leads him in a kind of, I don't want to throw my mate on the bus, but I am. It sort of leaves him in a shit mood because then he's like, now I got to take care of her. Now I can't enjoy my night and stuff like that.
I get that. I can get that.
But the best part about this was we were actually just going to another bar. So it wasn't like an actual club. So there was like no entry to get in, which was like really, really good, like anything like that.
Yep.
And it just got me thinking, like, I know we definitely have talked about this before, but almost with how good the pre's were and all that, I was actually like, why don't we just stay here and have like a home party session?
I've never, that's never popped up, but I think the same. I've never been to a pre's where everyone's getting along so well that they go, let's just stay here.
Yeah, and I think that needs to happen more often.
I think back and I go, do you know what? That would have been way better. That would have been a way better idea.
There's no, like, you having to wait. Again, like, if we live close to the city, it wouldn't be such an issue. But because we do, by the time you get into the city 9 times out of 10, like, I reckon I was pretty much sober again.
So
in my head, I was like, I know I'm paying the best part of $100 just to get drinks, that they're going to water down, because that's what they do.
That was my biggest problem, especially if you're having a good pre-drinks, everyone's getting along. By the time you get in the taxi or the Uber, and especially if the club has a line, mate, you're sobering up and you're just starting to just kind of go, I'd rather be home now.
Yeah, Ped's looking pretty good.
And it is a hard balance to then get back into it and start being like, all right, shots again, because you've had that mood.
Exactly, man. And like, if you're having pre-drinks at someone's as well, realistically, there's a bottle of 5 to 10 minutes from you. So if someone needs to get drinks, usually there's someone sober, especially now at our age.
Yep.
You've always got like a deso.
Did the girl kick up a fuss at all that the boyfriend didn't go back with her, or she does it so much?
So
that...
the story of her gets, believe it or not, somehow funnier.
Oh.
When she's pissed,
tickle me ribs, please.
When she's pissed, drunk, depending on if you know that terminology or not. I suppose depending on where you're from, they might not know that it stands for that. But somehow a fake account of her was made on Instagram.
That's their heaps. They're happening heaps.
Yeah, right. But she wasn't notified about this until she was drunk. So someone inboxed her and she's like, "Hey, is this you, mate?" I don't know the jargon that came out of her mouth. So reply, it's like, "No, not me, but subscribe anyway. Cheers, XX." And I'm like, what have you done?
What?
And all that. Heaps of people are reporting that this account's obviously fake. So I know she wouldn't. The guy's party that we were out for, it shows, because you know how it always says like followed by? It's followed by him on both of his accounts.
No.
And I was just like, there's no way.
You have to be an idiot. I've nearly fallen for it once, and I think it's when it started happening.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know, what's going on lately is that a random person will take photos from an attractive girl's account, just screenshot them, make a new Instagram, and then write the spicy link underneath and say, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, more or less.
And they'll upload all the photos that this person has. So when they start refollowing new people, they'll be like, I met her at a club, or that's a friend of a friend. I know that. Oh my God, she has an OnlyFans? What the fuck? And they'll start following it.
Yeah.
But if you're too stupid enough to realize that they're following 350 people and they have 9 followers, it's probably not the same person.
More than likely it's not.
And if they've randomly started an OnlyFans, what are you talking about?
Ever, I'm not sure about yourself. I remember doing this once. Someone had one of these fake accounts. So I was like, I'll let them know. And the reply that I got was like, clearly you can tell that it's fake. I'm like, I thought I was trying to help you out.
Nerve.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just doing the
once.
right thing by you, like letting you know, hey, this has happened.
I've done it once to a girl I slept with a couple of times, and I remember it was ages after, and I just messaged her because I'm like, hey, I don't know if you know, but pretty scummy. Just reported it.
Yeah.
Have a good one. She's like, I appreciate that. Yeah, they're
That's
popping
what
up
I mean.
more.
I was like, I'm doing it to help you. But if you're going to reply to me, you know what? Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No shit. Yeah, some people are just, I don't know, man. I guess it depends the time of day you catch people as well.
Very
what
true,
mood they're in. I always find that very, very interesting.
I suppose, if I'm waking up, the first thing that I get is that I'm probably not overly up and about.
Yeah. And you think back to, I love when you have a good a sleep or a shower and you have some time to yourself and you go, fuck, I handled that situation poorly. I was a dick.
Yeah.
I was a massive dick.
No, definitely that self-reflection and all that is,
I had a bit of self-reflection on the weekend. I had 2 things, right? So I went to a winery for my work Christmas party. And
to a winery?
Yeah, I went to 3. So it was like a...
Right, so you didn't just go... Dude, what the...
Yeah,
you
went
don't
to
even
a
touch
tour.
wine.
I know.
What the hell?
Mate. Okay.
Wow.
So I'm...
You got to elaborate on this.
Well, I'm having a bit of... I had the winery, and then after that, I went to Chase Atlantic's concert.
Yes.
And then the next day, I had work, and then after work, I had a 30th, which was like a 90s dress-up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get to the...
weekend.
I'm going to do what they do in the movies, where you kind of say what happens at the end, and then you start from the start.
Yeah, cool.
Part of me is like, I don't think I want to drink anymore flat out.
Yep.
So we'll go back to the start. Went to the winery. What was perfect about it was that this was all set up on a day of work. So this was on a Friday when I'm meant to be working. So I love that. When that works out, when it's not on your day off and the Christmas party falls on a different day, a work day, you're like,
it doesn't get better than that.
I'm getting paid to do this. Yeah. Perfect. I don't like wine. I don't like wine at all. Lee knows that I drink all my friends know. The girlier you drink, the better. And that's me. The 30th went to had a slushy machine.
Oh, so you would have been hanging around that all night.
Well, I had the mate that whose birthday it was. I helped him out before his party. He said, "What drink do you want?" And I'm like, "Mate, you don't have to get me anything." He's like, "No. What drink do you want?" I go, "You told me you have a slushy machine, right?" I was like, "If I could ask for that for every party, it'd be that." I was like, the fact that you've got one, I'm set. Please do not buy me any drinks because you're wasting your money. I'll be that at that slushy machine. But the winery, we get on the bus and we start going to the first one, and the whole idea was 3 wineries, tasting for the first one with a couple of cheese boards. The next one was like
beautiful.
a big lunch, and then the final one was a bit more wine tasting anyway. We get there, we all sit down. Okay, if this is your thing, cool. Different flavors for different folks. Everyone's different. Hearing this bloke talk about the barrels of wine, how long they've kept it in those barrels, the fucking, it's just all this shit. I could not pay attention.
You wanted to taste it. It's actually just like, just let me have some.
Mate, I was sitting there, I'm like, I don't like wine, but fuck, if it means you can shut up, just give me the wine. Because it all, and then he started talking about how it tastes different in different glasses. And like, I could give less of a fuck if I tried. And then some of the guys that do like wine, they're like, yeah, because this is a decanter. And, you know, do you know what? I've got another glass. Let me go get the bigger glass because it does taste different. I'm like, fuck, mate, it's going to taste shit either way. Maybe it'll taste less shit. But I don't care. It's going to taste bad. Tried it. Oh, hated it. And so then we had, and then my mates, there was a little like, there was, I don't know what it was, but think of, I'm trying to think of like a glass with a hole in it. And my mate told, I thought that the whole point of it was like you swish it around your mouth and you spit it out.
Yeah.
That's not what that was for. My mate told me it was. So I like do my first thing of wine, reach around and spit it in this thing. He's like, that is not for that. You've just spat in a random glass or whatever it was. And I was like, oh no. I was like, fuckhead. Anyway, try the red. Didn't like that at all. Trying to get drunk, so I'm mixing them together and I'm just swishing it around the cup, trying to be fancy. Like, no, you don't swish it around for that glass. I'm like, oh, I don't fucking care. Like,
I'm just here to drink.
Yeah, I've seen it on the movies. And the best part was there was a cheese board with all this expensive stuff on it. But I had to be, I guess I had to be, what's the word? Proper.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to sit down in front of this cheese board and eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could only have a slice of like this caramelized pear and like a little bit of this. And I'm waiting for people to go when it's appropriate that I can put more cheese on my biscuit.
That is can I just say, no matter what party you go to, and I think it's just part of growing up, every party I know that needs to obviously have the staple fair bread.
It does.
But please have a big fuck off cheese board.
Good
I
cheese
cannot
board.
stress it enough.
A good brie.
Yeah, a brie, a camembert.
Don't skip on the bickies.
Yeah, and definitely don't skip on the bickies.
The bickies are the most important part. If I see you've bought fucking Sarkar tars,
yeah,
and I'm putting expensive brie on a Sarkar tar, you can Sarkar fuck off.
Yes, you can.
Get out of your own party. I'm pissed. Yeah. So they had very nice food, but I had to be appropriate, wait for the right time to eat, and it was such a little amount. And you know when like everyone's taking the good stuff, so you're really trying to get everything up. I had the end of like a caramelized pear, and I was putting like horseradish on it just so I could have something.
Oh no!
I was so hungry. We go to the next place, mate. Again, just the wines are disgusting, and I'm trying to scull them because I'm like, I want to get drunk. Like I don't drink to just drink. I drink to get drunk. Yeah. So if I'm drinking, get me drunk. Then this was so weird. The owner, because it was very busy, the owner came by, and the guy who we work with, he's like, hey, can we get 2 more bottles? And real quick, real snappy, the owner's just like, all right, someone's going to have to give me the card. And we've been very polite. We haven't done anything wrong. And he's like, I'm like, sorry? He's like, look, I've been burnt before. People do runners. I've been burnt before. I'm going to need a card. I'm going to have to hold on to that. And if you want drinks, I can scan on that. Straight away, we're just like, fucking hell, mate, calm down. Yeah, it was a bit of a dick, and I was like, gee, someone's been hurt. Like, someone has definitely been hurt. Then we go and taste some gin, and I hated it. I hated all of it. It tasted like
a bad day.
It tasted like Listerine and toothpaste all mixed together. Oh,
okay.
Maybe the best carbonara I've ever had in my life.
Oh,
they brought 3 different pastas.
Yes. 4
different pizzas, salad, chips, and you'd pick from each.
That sounds grouse.
Carbonara might be the best thing I've ever had. Best carbonara ever. So that was a highlight. But then we go to the next winery, and again, more tasting of wine, and it just, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I think it tastes like crap. I can't enjoy it. But then I did feel drunk, but then after... Wine drunk is something different. Like, and then the after wine, I got home, man, and I just wanted to sleep.
Was your head spinning a bit as well?
No, not spinning. Okay. But me and my girlfriend went to go to Chase Atlantic concert after. And we get there, we go into the city. She has no idea I went to the bathroom strap on. She has no
wow.
idea. Yeah,
Finding out here first.
Yeah.
Morokai exclusive.
Yes, I strap vom because I'm like, fucking hell, I feel like shit. And then it was a bit of a shame. I don't like concerts either. Like, this is the only band I would enjoy a concert.
Yep.
Chase Atlantic is the only one I could go, I like all your songs. I could only see Enjoying You. I just didn't.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of audience participation where like he would sing and then put the microphone to the crowd.
Yeah,
and
cool.
That's great for them, the people that love it, and I get that. But for me, I'm like, bro, I can't hear you sing. Like, I'm here to come. I'm here to hear you sing.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, I didn't enjoy that too much, and I was like, oh, fuck it. So part of me is like, again, you're doing this stuff for the story.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was like, kind of wish I didn't do much of it, to be honest. I enjoyed the quality time with girlfriend.
Yeah, of course.
Enjoyed, being on good level with some workmates, but like, fuck, after the feeling after, I was like, ugh. Then went to the 30th, and it was, again, great seeing people. It was good drinking out of the slushy machine. That was fantastic. But after and the next day, I just felt a bit, I didn't even get fucked up. Like, I didn't even get real bad. And just kind of like, I don't like how I feel.
Yeah.
Really don't like how I feel. And I don't know, is it worth it for me lately? Like, I would 10 times rather have been able to wake up at 6 a.m. this morning and edit some
just
videos.
Be productive. I feel the exact same way, man. Because I was the exact same after the Friday night in the city and all that. I wasn't home till like 2, maybe not asleep till like 2:33 and all that. My first alarm was at like 8:20, and I was like, not a chance. I'm just tired.
Yep.
Like, get out of bed at 10 and all that, went out for breakfast, and I was just like, fuck, like, I don't know. I think as we get older and all that, don't get me wrong, like, I'm still about to have a drink here or there, but like, it's no longer like thinking of the night itself. It's now like, I know that's going to stumble me for the next day.
Well, do you know what I was thinking too? I was like, I would love for me and you to go out. You can invite whoever. But I was thinking if we do like 3 months in advance and we go, me and you going to have this date, the next day off for annual leave, whatever. It's just a day, 3 months in advance, piece of piss. I've always thought that too. We'll go back into that in a sec because I'm always like, everyone complains about their day offs and everything. But if you are smart enough to be strategic with your annual, you will never miss an event or anything. But no one thinks like 3 months ahead, like it's very last minute. So yeah, I was thinking like, fuck, if I 3 months in advance, I go to on a Saturday, Sunday, make sure it's off. You already have it off, but just in case, we're going to go.
It's so much easier to plan that way.
But we're going to go out day drinking. Our pre-drinks are going to start at 11 a.m.
Oh, now that entices me to have a good time.
And then we're going to go to a day club, get fucked up, make sure we're drinking waters in between, be really smart about it.
Yep.
And then go out to dinner afterwards.
Oh.
And then just come back home. Like when
mate,
we're feeling
that sounds
tired.
amazing.
I was like, why
that actually sounds like a great time.
I was like, why don't we do that 3 months in advance? Like we set up a day, we'll fucking go out to a day club. Because I'm really finding by 8:39, I'm just like, I really can't pick up to find that vibe. But I could find it in the day.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely, man. No, and that's the thing as well. If you can sort of call it by like 9 and all that, 9 that you're home by like 10ish. Yeah. And all that. So even if you want to come back, watch a movie, a TV show, stay up till like maybe midnight. Like it's not.
Well, it's knowing my next day is not going to be fucked.
Yeah.
Because if I'm drinking all night and I stop drinking at 12 o'clock, I'm going to be fucked the next day.
Yeah.
But if I stop drinking around like 9 p.m., 8 p.m., that gives us so much time, especially if I've been drinking the waters.
Yeah. And then you know as well too, because once you come home on a night out, like I don't know about yourself, but for me it's usually like, all right, have some water, have like a Nurofen, have like a Panadol, maybe something to eat, so that way like I'm not going to sleep on an empty stomach and all that. It's just such a it's such a long process.
And a big feed to finish it off too, to fill up your body. I feel like that'd be.
I like your idea, man.
We'll set that up.
I like that a lot.
Because I think if people were more smart about that, how they use their annual, I would work, because we worked in the supermarket all the time. People be like, "No, I need this day off for like a concert, or I need this day off for an event. I need this day off because I'm going to the footy." And if they didn't get it because it was so last minute, oh yeah, I'm sick, can't come in, and it's like
shit, like
bro, for fuck's sake, I know you're not sick. Like it's just, you've put a dash on your name now. I know what you've fucking done. I think I did it once or twice. I remember doing it. And it's not a good look.
It isn't.
But if you know in 3 months in advance, hey, I've got this concert, or I would 10 times rather, I'd be more excited for a day thing or whatever if it's set up in that much amount of time.
Agree.
Because in my head, I'd be like, fuck yeah. A few months, me and Lee.
Yeah, it's something to look forward to as well.
Yeah, but also setting all of it up, being like,
Yeah.
all right, we're going to have an Uber. We know who's coming.
Yeah.
We got the drink set up.
Oh, fuck with that, man.
I would much rather that, yeah.
Fuck with that hardcore. Yeah, that's great.
Being prepared.
Oh, yes, please.
It's a big turn on.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Morokai with 2 eyes. Hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next one.
Boom.
Boom.